Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope that you are just loving yourselves and really finding positive energy and getting rid of the negative energy and really allowing yourself to just breathe and be in tune with yourself. It's hard. It's really, really hard. Life gets busy and there's stress and there's all these things to go to and all these things to accomplish, and when is there time and work and all these things on your mind. But really try to take the time to tune into yourself and really work on ridding yourself of the negative energy and allowing the positive energy to flow in. Which brings me to what I wanted to talk about in this specific video. I wanted to really talk about energy in general and how we can use it to guide ourselves on our journey to health. Everything in this world is energy, whether positive or negative, and we all understand that on the level of, you can walk into a room and just and light up when you walk in because everything around you is just so positive and glowing, and you feed off of that. And the same thing for the negative energy. You can walk into a room and just be like, I gotta go. I can't be here anymore. This doesn't feel right. And that's because you're feeling all of the negative energy in the room. And that could be, you could maybe walk into my house one day, and if I'm really, really stressed and anxious, you may want to leave because you're feeling my stress and my anxiety. And then in another day, you could walk in and I'm peaceful and happy, and you're feeling the positivity, and you'd want to stay like forever and fall asleep and take the best nap of your life. That is kind of how energy works on a very basic level. And we all understand that. We may have to think about it, but we all have that knowledge inside of us to understand that everything is energy. So part of letting go of things and moving on and being able to heal is being able to release the negative energy and put new positive energy where that's at. So for me, my approach to healing myself and to overall health is really putting all the positive energy in my body and finding where I'm storing the negative energy, the negative emotions, and releasing those emotions. But there are a lot of areas in which we can do this. So I'm getting there's so many things that I want to talk about, but I want to keep it brief, and I want to keep it simple, and I want to keep it in a way that everybody can understand, so you can start to do your own research and uncover your own truths if this is something that really jives with you. So I'm trying. So food. I always go back to food because food is my favorite source of energy or source of positive energy. So think about, I don't know, a White Castle burger. Think about it sitting there in your hand and you're getting ready to eat it, and you're like, oh, White Castle burger. Now, your addictive self is probably like, yeah, mouth-watering if you like White Castle. I didn't even like White Castle when I ate fast food, but, just for the example. So your addictive self may like it, but if you really just sit and look at it and you feel it, you may feel something different. But if you put an apple in your hand and it's like glowy and shiny and really vibrant, right? So that is one way to see the difference in energy. Processed crap that is bad for us has a negative feel to it. And because of that negative feel that it has, that's when your mind starts doing the funny things, right? Like your conscience or your higher self or whatever is telling you you don't really want that. But then your addictive self is saying, but yeah, I do because I need it, I crave it, I crave it, I crave it, right? That dark energy in you, that addict in you, that negative energy is asking for it. But that light in you is looking at that apple and like, ooh, that's really good, right? So we got to really look at our food, or maybe it's a tool that you can use. It's a tool that I use as I look at the food and I think, does that have a high vibration? Is it positive energy? Am I putting positive energy in my body? Am I putting negative energy in my body, right? I'm trying to get rid of the negative energy. I'm trying to get rid of the fungus. I'm trying to get rid of the toxins that have been stored for so long. from the bad food I ate and from the stress that I caused that or had held all the time, from the anxiety, from the negative emotions, from the self-hate, all of that I had stored in me. I'm trying to release all of that. So I'm going to try to release it, and I'm going to try to add in its place some more positive energy, because in the end I'm trying to build a self that is completely positive energy. Other than food, you can manage your entire existence based on, at least I try to, maybe I'm not quite there yet. I still have some negative things going on, but another way of energy healing, or a big thing that has helped me, is understanding that we have these energy centers in our body, which would be like our chakras, which some people know about. If you're into yoga, you're into meditation, then you definitely know about these things, or at least you've heard these things. But if you're not, then you maybe don't know. But we have seven chakras. Our root chakra, we have our sacral chakra, our solar plexus, our heart, our throat, our crown, or our third eye, and our crown. So all of these places are where we kind of hold tension, stress builds, fogginess comes. There are a lot of, this is where we hold energy. So this is where we can hold our positive energy, or this is where we can hold our negative energy. Well, they all correlate with different things. So if you have maybe your throat chakra, that is, speaking your truth. If you aren't speaking your truth, you may have some energy blockages in your throat, which could in turn lead to behaviors that cause you to damage your throat. Maybe that's smoking cigarettes. There's a long time I wasn't speaking my truth, and I definitely damaged my throat through smoking cigarettes. Or maybe it is through other ways, or maybe it's not even intentional, but maybe you just are really tense in your neck, and so therefore you've got some inflammation, and of course inflammation causes disease, right? And then, like, another example is your sacral chakra, which is, down your lower abdomen, your small intestine, your sexual center. So often people who have sexual trauma hold a lot of stress there. So that's your low back, that is your hips, that is, that whole area of yourself. And if you have issues, you may hold tension there, so then you can end up with diseases of the small intestine, celiac disease. Of course, I had some sexual trauma, and I held a lot of stress there, and I'm slowly able to relax my stomach, and my hips are feeling better, and things are getting better because I'm addressing that tension that I've held there for so long. And I've got issues with all my chakras. Most of us do. But if you can understand and you can look up where those energy centers are, and then they can kind of guide you to know where you might be holding extra tension, and then you can pay a little bit of attention to that part of your body and see if it's true. Just look within yourself. You have all the answers. And then you can start to address them. So then if you think that you're having issues, with your sacral chakra, and you might have intestinal work, or ovaries, or, any, female body parts, or reproductive body parts, or, anything like that, then you can start looking up good foods and supplements to enhance that part of your body. And then it can kind of work together. So those are just a couple of ways that energy is really healing. But then you can, look into yoga is energy, and movement is energy. And, all of those are positive energies. Negative energies would be standing still, not making progress, staying in one place. And then your body is just feeding off of that energy. And then it's causing tension, and tension causes inflammation. Inflammation causes disease. So try to take an approach, if it seems fitting to you, that just feed yourself positive energy, positive thoughts, positive food, positive emotions, positive activities, you know, positive energy centers, because the reverse of all of those negatives that you're carrying around with you and you're putting in your body, the opposite of that is the positive. And when you reverse that, then you get the opposite effects. So if you're feeling bad, look at where you're putting negative energy in and try to make it positive. I loved this video. This was fun. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.